Hello everyone, very good afternoon to all of you. Am I audible? Please let me know. Then I will continue the sessions. Am I audible? Please let me know. Am I audible? Everyone, please let me know. I know everyone after the postprandial lunch you may feel sleepy, but this session will definitely help you, and we'll talk about on many issues in this session. So please let me know that yeah, I think I'm audible. Am I visible as well? Okay. All right. Just let me check from my device that whether I'm audible or not. Oh, everyone is writing yes, sir. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. I think I'm audible. Okay. So okay. So what I want to tell here. Okay. Very good evening. Very good afternoon to all of you. So in this sessions, how many of you have joined? Swambika, Shomi, Tina, Dipti, Onindita, Ankita, Shubhadeep, Rajeshi, Ankita Ghoshal. Yes, welcome you all. So here I want to tell you why this session. What is We Are With You session first? Okay, and those who are new here, please do subscribe this channel because it gives us motivations to conduct such sessions more. uh, I just want to tell you, We Are With You session, the concept of We Are With You sessions for you guys, which will be very helpful for you. Here I will answer all the formal and informal questions from your side every day in my Telegram channel, in my Telegram text, through my Instagram channel. I used to receive many questions, which questions are very unique for every student. Okay, a few questions are so unique that even I never have imagined that this might be a problem during the days of preparation. But I have found, not me, other mentors, they also have found the many typical unique type of questions. So we were just searching for answers those questions in a platform, and right now we through this we are with you session, we'll answer those questions, and you can ask us anything related to the preparation strategy, your difficulty, your target, your informations, what you require. You can ask any questions through the chat box. Okay, so firstly, I just want to tell the question. You just keep typing your questions. I would request everyone, please keep typing your questions, whatever questions you have, and you try to ask me related to your preparations, be it your NEET 21, 22, 23, doesn't matter. I will answer questions for everyone. Okay, and in this we are with you sessions, we will also plan to do, we are also planning to do something else as well. Like, we can also read together, we can also walk together. You can see that how much active everyone we are. Okay, like, you can feel that your friends are studying. Okay, you can feel that your mentors are also really doing hard work. So this is something we will also introduce one by one, but today my first question is basically on discussing the tips and tricks on NEET examinations. So I have received many questions. Firstly, let me answer a few generalized questions that I have received from your side. There was one popular question that, sir, I do overthink. I do overthink and I am unable to recall. So I just want to tell you, if you do overthink, like, in spite of acting properly, you are thinking every only. Okay, so this will be advantageous for other students. If you are in anxiety, then definitely your performance will go down. Yeah, it's always right that we used to take pressure when we are very much focused on a particular work, but I just want to tell you, don't make it a distressing thing. Don't make it a distressing thing that you become so tensed that you are unable to read every day. Okay, many time I found people are they're tensed very much, and they are unable to read they are as per their daily plan or daily schedule, and that's why they are unable to meet their daily micro targets. So in this scenario, I want to tell you that don't take unnecessary stress. All right, because if you are in anxiety, this advantage will be taken up by the other students. Okay, this advantage will be taken up by the other students. Rather, you should try to take the advantage of others' anxiety. That was something I want to tell you. And right now I will answer question one by one. So people are asking questions, and so let me find how many of you are asking these questions. So someone is a Shopnil that's asking, sir, I in PrepMed Foundation course for NEET 10 and 20, thereby material for NEET. So this is something I will not answer question related to the course and material, because this is something there is a person, executive person, who will answer these questions. You just ask me about your preparation journey. Okay, if you have any question, feel free to ask me the question on your journey of preparations. Okay, so everyone I'm requesting everyone, please do type your question. Please do type your question, whatever you want to ask. Like you do type this question related to the preparations, related to the strategy. I will answer definitely basic 2-3 questions which I have received from every student. So another question was, sir, I have altered my daily schedule, so would it hamper my NEET preparations? It's a very actually this question is already having an answer. If you alter your schedule, daily schedule, definitely it will hamper your sleeping time, your food taking time, and what will happen, if you are altering your schedule, like suppose you are going to bed like in morning, and you are waking up from the bed like in the evening, so it will definitely hamper your brain capacity and your health. So if your health is not supporting your preparation, how can you imagine that you can fully concentrate on this particular day? And I want to tell you, if you're not properly sleeping, definitely your memory power will be hampered. So per day you can sleep, you should sleep at least 6 hours. At least 6 hours, try to sleep. And don't alter your daily time schedule, like you are sleeping at 4 p.m. and you're waking up like at 12 p.m. So there is no benefit in it. Okay, that is something I want to tell. Now someone is asking, Rajoshi Ghosh, how much hour do we need to study per day? Listen, this is a question, that how much hour we need to study per day. This is a question which is having a variable answer. Okay, if you are in NEET 21, your study time will be different. Not time, I mean study duration will be different. If you are NEET 22, your study duration will be different. If you are NEET 23, your study duration might be different. So here you have to think about, what is my target, what is my daily target. Your daily target is most important than your duration of time. Your daily target, again I'm repeating, there is no hard and fast rule that you have to read 12 hours, you have to read 6 hours, you have to read 13 hours. There is no hard and fast rule. You should have a target. If you are achieving that target, that's the end point of your reading, and then you can practice MCQ, you can relax in your own way, but you have to you have to meet your daily target. That's why in PrepMed we always used to say, please let us know what is your daily target. Mentors will definitely review that, and depending on that will reach you that this is something wrong or this is something correct. And definitely try to let us know about the honest target. I mean, what you are actually meeting. So I have answered in a short way, in a straight cut way, that the time duration that you should study will be completely different. That will depends on your I mean, the capacity, your speed of reading. There are many factors on which it will depend, but definitely you should have a very smart target in a day, on daily basis, and you have to achieve it. All right. Okay, make it simple. Make it simple, then your brain will open to think more. Next, sir, I am a dropper student and preparing for NEET 2021. Sir, Ohana is asking this question. Sir, what should be my last 2 months strategy? All right. Okay. So definitely, this is a question for every NEET aspirants, those who are appearing in the NEET 2021. So there are few important do's and don'ts which you have to follow if you are appearing for the NEET 2021. First and the foremost, I want to tell you, in last 2 months strategy, don't change your source of preparation. What is the source of preparation? Source of preparation means, like, if you are following your particular notebook, okay, or suppose you are following a particular source of information, don't change it. Rather, read the same thing again and again. If you read the same thing again and again, that will finally give a shape to your informations and will help you to retain those portions in the brain, and at the same time to recall. You know, there is a if you have read the nervous system, there is a system which is called in our brain, which is called memory pathway. So in the memory pathway, we have two type of memories. One is called short-term memory, another is called long-term memory. And this is beautifully kept by a part of the brain which is called hippocampus, you know, and this stores this inform, and this is actually a circuit. This is called PrepMed circuit, which is actually helping in our brain to retain the informations in our brain. And the only one and only key of this PrepMed circuit is, if you pass the same information in a circuit again and again. So you have to pass the informations in the PrepMed circuit again and again. Okay, I have repeatedly mentioned this fact to everyone, that if you are reading a particular topic, like for a big durations, for a long durations, it will not help you in the long run. Rather, if you read the same topic again and again, it will give you the ultimate effect. So I would request that read the same thing again and again for the last 2 months. Okay, and I will talk many other tips on NEET 2021. Let me ask the answer. Let me answer the questions of others as well. So now, Ohana has yes, I answered the question. Okay. So Ankita is asking, sir, I am stuck on certain marks. How can I increase that in spite of daily practicing good amount of MCQs and clearing doubts? Still, I can't satisfy myself. How to work upon this? Yeah, that's a very good thing, that you are not satisfied at all with your score. That's a most important part of the getting the preparations into proper shape. But here you have to think about, you are stuck on a certain marks, and how can I increase? Okay, listen. If you want to increase the marks, then first definitely you have to fix your weak zone. That's a common strategy, you also know that. But if you are fixed to a particular target, in spite of your full effort, then don't worry. Just wait for next 15 days, because sometimes it takes some time to express the result. Sometimes it happens that you are working really hard, in spite of that you are not meeting your target. So then I will say, you just keep doing this process. And if you keep doing this process, at a certain point of time, it would come that you can feel the result. So can you, Ankita, please mention that how many days you are giving your best, but still you are not improving. I mean, I'm just saying, like, your marks are stuck at a particular point. You just say me in the comment sections. I'm moving to the next question. Tanushri asking, sir, I have tried a lot, but I can't cover all 96 chapter in 14 to 15 days. So what should I revise then? So here I would say, if you are really targeting, like, your question is very specific and it's a fantastic question, because there is really importance of it, that you have to you have to revise all these 96 and 98 chapters. Just if you think about the day before the exam, definitely we have to revise this in a short span of time. So when you are revising the chapters in a short span of time, what I recommend is a very important, that from every chapter you try, you randomly select 9 to 10 questions. Okay, you randomly select 9 to 10 questions, try to solve it. Okay, and then skip to the next chapter. If you are planning that 98 chapters, 10 question means 960 question, that I'm damn sure you can solve within 14 days. I'm damn sure. Okay, but if you are targeting something which is impossible, like you are targeting, I will solve 50 questions on every 96 chapter, and if you multiply 96 into 50, it's really very difficult to solve the same MCQs within 14 days. So make your targets realistic. That would help you more, and this will definitely help you. Make it realistic. And again, Tanushree, to you, my question is, can you please tell me, when you are going to revise 96 chapter in 14 days, are you targeting NCERT revision only, or you are also targeting MCQ solving? And if it is MCQ solving, then tell me how many MCQs you have targeted. I have mentioned 10 today for your 14 days span. From each chapter 96 into 10, just make it make these calculations for 10 days. Okay, and please answer me. Okay, then Arnab is saying, sir, last 2 months se NEET 90 chapters kotobar revision kora possible last 2 months? Okay, fantastic questions, and this is a nice question. I just want to give you a small data. I just want to give you a small information. Okay, the information is, I think you have heard about the name in the last year who got 720 out of 720, Shoaib. So what Shoaib did, and though I personally don't know about the Shoaib, I only know about the Dipanshu. So I think you also know Dipanshu was ranked 69, and Shayak was also there. So what they did, they read the NCERT, what they mentioned me, they read the NCERT for 15 times. For 15 times they read the NCERT, 10 to 15 times they read the NCERT. Now the question is, you might be like in worry that, sir, I have read just 3 times and you are giving us target for 15 times. No, I'm not saying this. As per my experience, as a NEET ranker, and as per my experience as NEET mentor, I would suggest you definitely have to revise all NCERT chapters. I mean, total 96 chapter that you have mentioned, for at least 6 to 7 times. This is a must criteria. If you are not reading NCERT all the 96 chapter for the 7 times, then it would be very difficult to answer. So I would mention, I am giving you target for everyone. If you are targeting AIMS, or if you are targeting like any MBBS medical college, I would request at least 7 to 8 times all 96 NCERT chapters you have to read. Shapnil is asking, sir, I am in class 9th now. How can I start my preparation from now? Do I need to study from now, or yeah, obviously Swapnil, though it's a question, so I have to answer this question. Yes, Swapnil, definitely you have to start your preparations, because you know, when you are in class 11, 12, there are many things that you need to learn. But if you start the same things from your class 9, 10, then what would happen? The burden what you are going to receive in 11, 12 obviously easier, and you will be in benefit of other students. That is something I want to say. Okay, moving to the next question. Next question, Shubhodeep. Sir, how many chapters should I revise every day? Listen, again, I'm saying the same questions. This is something which depends on your level of preparation. Okay, but definitely there will be a minimum value, there will be a maximum value. Obviously, maximum has no limit actually. For everyone who is really targeting for NEET 21 this year, I want to say you at least 4 chapters per day you have to take target. 96 chapter, so 4 chapters per day if you are targeting. 96 divided by 4, what is the figure? 96 divided by 4, what is the figure? Okay, almost like it is 26 days it would take to finish your entire NCERT chapters in a round, and 4 days you can also get for appearance in the mock test. So 4 chapters if you are planning per day, definitely within 1 month you will be able to revise your entire NCERT one time, along with appearing in the grand test exam and its analysis, because you are still getting 4 days na? So 26 into 4, almost almost you are getting the time to revise also. Okay, all right. Okay, the next someone is asking, sir, আমি ডেইলি টার্গেট কমপ্লিট করতে পারছি না, এনসিইআরটি পড়তে পড়তে অনেক টাইম লাগছে, যেমন 30 মিনিটসে 3 to 4 পেজ পড়তে পারছি, তার বেশি পড়া হচ্ছে না। ওকে, নাইস কোয়েশ্চেন। যেমন 30 মিনিটসে 3 to 4 পেজ পড়তে পারছি, তার বেশি হচ্ছে না, যতবার পড়ছি ভুলে যাচ্ছি। ওকে, লিসেন, if I want to answer this question, I have to tell something which is very basic and which is very practical oriented. The fact is, there was a study actually at that point of time, at a particular time. That study told, when we are studying now, if you're studying at a stretch, like you are studying this continuously, you are studying 20 minutes at a stretch, you have just read the words. If you do these things, then the information that you can recall, it's only 50%. But if you make it short, like I just want to tell you, after every 10 minutes you should close your eyes and you have to just think that what you have read. If possible, take a pen and just make a short like informations presentations on your own on the white paper. That would help you. So make it a 10-minute small micro sessions in your brain. Practice it like a small pen and paper, and then again jump into the discussion. But you are saying 30 minutes 3-4 page, but that depends upon whether you are telling about physics, chemistry or biology. 30 minutes 3-4 page. If you say about biology at the point of revision, then I would say it should be minimum 7-8 or to 10 page is actually good enough. Okay, or 7-8 page, 30 minutes for biology. But I want to tell you, at that point of time when you are solving MCQs, then your reading time should be less actually, because like your brain should be ready in such a way that you already know the information that is written, especially in the biology I'm saying, on the paper. If you are saying about the chemistry, or if you are saying even any uncovered topic from your side, from biology, that would take time to read, because you are reading first time. Okay, the next question, ফুল সিলেবাস একসাথে কিছুই মনে থাকছে না, যতবার পড়ছি মনে হচ্ছে এই ফার্স্ট টাইম পড়ছি। This is something I want to tell you. This is a very pertinent question, and this happens with everyone, even with me. When we are actually preparing for a big chunk exam, where or many chapters are there, na, you will always feel this part of this chapter I have forgotten, that part of this chapter I have forgotten. Okay, don't worry about that. This is something which happens with everyone, and this would happen with you in every time of your life whenever you will appear in any sort of exam. Not only your NEET exam, even after after this, there will be MBBS professional exam, there will be NEET PG exam, there will be a many exam, FRCR exam, FRCS exam, whatever you say. So when you are actually appearing in the exam, you would always feel that I am unable to recall. And this actually suggests two things. One, you have nicely covered all the topics. That's why you are facing very difficulty to recall what are the names of the topic are. Okay, so this is the overthink. This is called overthinking. This is called overthinking. So what should be your judgmental criteria? Your judgmental criteria when you are getting the MCQ in front of you, like today you are just taking a MCQ and you are trying to solve it, and if you are unable to recall the formula, then this is actually the problem. Then you have to be worried. Yes, I should have remembered this formula nicely. All right, but if you blindly close your eyes and you think, okay, let us recall what are the things in gravitation chapter of the physics, then definitely you will feel like, oh, okay, that part I have forgotten, those part I have forgotten, because there is a proper pattern in our brain software to recall. Even if you say me, like if you say me, sir, tell us what is the ejection fraction, okay, then I have to also think just for at least 1 millisecond. I have to think, okay, ejection fraction is equal to, you know, the stroke volume divided by n diastolic volume, so it should be like 70 divided by 120, then this is almost more than 50. So I also need this small amount of time just to recall the things. There is a proper pattern of recalling. Okay, you cannot skip this process. Even when we are doing any computer based process, you are doing software based process, there is also few times are allocated for different work. You cannot accept that. Okay, so don't worry about that. You just think and you just analyze that even after getting the question, why if you are able to recall the formula easily or not. This should be your criteria. That formula should flash back in your brain. Tanushri is again asking, yes, I solved also MCQs from chapters, and I also chapters from, and I targeted 50 MCQs. So it is very time consuming. Yes, I solved MCQs from chapters and I targeted 50 MCQs. Listen, okay, then the same thing. If you are targeting 50 MCQs from 96 chapters, it is almost like, like 4,000 MCQs. And you are targeting this 4,000 MCQs for 14 days. This is not real actually. This is not actually, I mean, you can solve, listen, even you can solve 300 MCQ per day. That's not a big deal. You can solve that. But if you're planning that you will do that MCQ, and even you are in that stage of preparation that you need to again find the hints of the question, you need to find the explanation of the questions, you need to see how the teachers are solving those questions. If you're working in detail, then 50 for 96 chapters is actually little difficult target. Then I will say you can adjust your target in little bit downward. I do practice MCQ and clear doubts from day first, but from May I tried my best to say last 3 weeks. Okay, it's nice. Definitely, whatever your doubt is, always take the facility of mentorship and do clear these doubts. Okay, then Shubhadeep Ghosh is asking, sir, when I revise the NCERT bio, should I read all the chapter lines every time? No, definitely no. That's a nice question. That's a very practical oriented question. So I like this question. The question is, Shubhadeep is asking that when I revise the NCERT bio, should I read all the lines every time? No, definitely not. Definitely not. That's why I always tell you, you have this pen, this is called highlighter pen. You have this pen. This is, I think you should have, this is something called highlighter. This highlighter you should have actually. I especially I prefer it very much, because this highlighter, you can use multiple colors, like there are 2 colors only. You can also use orange and this highlighter will help you to read and revise before the exam. Okay, before the exam you can see these are the topics which I have, which is very important, and in every revision work I should have covered these points. But definitely, if your line is not containing any MCQs, you should not highlight that line. Okay, and most of the things that might be asked in the NEET exam from NCERT, we have already marked on your behalf. But still, if you want to add any extra word, then you can use your highlight and you can do the part. Ankita is saying, how many chapters in physics and chemistry should I revise every day? Yeah, that I've already told. For everyone, the minimum target should be 1 physics chapter for 21 batches. I am telling mainly. You should cover 1 chapter definitely from physics, 1 chapter definitely from chemistry, and 1 to 2 chapter, especially 2 chapter from biology. Or you can do like that, 2 physics chapter, 1 chemistry chapter, 1 I mean total 4 chapter you have to definitely do. And you should focus more on your weak zone, or weaker subject. If you are weak in physics, then you can target 2 physics chapter, 1 chemistry chapter, and 1 biology chapter. Now always I want to say you, the balance is the most important part. You know, balance. What is balance? Balance of preparation and balance of investment. Suppose you are weak in physics, okay, and you are targeting chapter gravitations, okay. So what you are, if you think in this way that you are targeting gravitation, well, nice. And if you think that upcoming 3 days I will solve only MCQs from the gravitation, that is something wrong. Because when for the next 5 days you are solving only MCQs from the gravitation, then you are not practicing the MCQs from the other physics chapter, and your physics is already weak. So when you are actually putting emphasis in a particular chapter to make it stronger, then something strong which you have already tried and made it possible to make strong, you are ultimately making it weaker again. So there is a balance and parallelism. This is very important. Balance and parallelism is very, 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 very important. Okay, please please keep doing this thing. This balance is very important. Okay, if you're weak in gravitation, that doesn't mean that next 7 days you will solve only MCQs from the gravitation, or you will only do physics. No, there are balance of micro balance and there are macro balance. I mean, the macro balance is you have to read almost, you have to keep in touch with all 3 subjects. That is a macro balance. And if you tell about the subtopics of the physics, chemistry, biology, then also I will say that at least one chapter of physics, or 2 chapter of physics, 1 chapter in chemistry. This topic balance should be also there. Okay. The next question is, when I revise the NCERT bio, okay, no, this question is solved. Then Rajesh is saying, how to stay focused because I lose concentration easily. Yeah, this is a nice question. Listen, like targeting entrance exam is something which is very distressing. I know. I mean, your fathers, your parents, everyone is giving you challenges. Okay, someone will be definitely there to console you. Someone will be definitely there to tell you, no, we are with you. But most of the people will throw challenges to you, obviously. Like many family relatives are there, like sometimes neighbors are there, sometimes your seniors, you will find challenges from many people. So it is something which like you have to gather so much courage to fight those challenges. Okay, so this is really, really I know, challenging and distressing. but still you have to keep your concentration intact. Now how? Whenever you will feel low, whenever you will feel demotivated, whenever you feel distracted, take a 5 minutes, mind me, take a 5 minute only, a small break, and just close your eyes and think what you have studied, what you have started your journey, what is your dream, what you want to be. And always think you are a gem, you are a gem, you can do something which most of the people can't do, because you want to be, though you want to be selected among those three lucky 38,000 student of India among 18 to 20 lakh NEET aspirants. There will be 18 to 20 lakh NEET aspirants, but you will be the lucky, and definitely not lucky, you are the hardworking 38 to 40,000. You are among 38 to 40,000 students who are hardworking. So that's why definitely you have to think about that. I have to reach that positions. Your dream should be very strong. And whenever you feel distracted, whenever you feel you have lost your concentration, the only one solution is you have to think about that. I can do it. Teachers are with me, system is with me, my parents are with me, my God is with me, and you collect the positive energies. Okay, don't think that this distraction and concentration break happens with you guys only. This happens with everyone, even with me. Many time I feel I am losing concentration on this work, I am losing concentrations on my thesis, I am losing concentration on this. So distraction is something which is very common. Distraction is a very common thing, but we should have our own technique. We should have our own plan. We should have our own self-motivating technique. We should have our own. I just want to give you my example. At my point of time, I used to follow a character. Okay, I used to follow a character who he is actually a character in part of entrepreneurship. And that character, whenever I used to speak, whenever I used to listen to his word, I somehow, I don't know how does it happens, but I used to get motivated. And every time I used to listen his words, whenever I feel I am concentrated or I am demotivated or I am unable to follow my dream properly. This is something you should also do. Okay, now someone is asking the question, this এখনো exam 60 to 70 টা question actually পারছি কিভাবে increase করব. Okay, yeah, that was a question I also received for Anindo. I just want to tell you, we have started our journey and our base preparation was not same for everyone. Someone started their journey with a good level of preparation, someone started a little bit low preparations, but the journey is important. Always the journey is very important, that through which pace you are continuing a journey. So if you're still stuck with solving only like less than 100 MCQs with confidence, then I would request you right now, you should completely focus. You have to increase your study time. You have to increase your study time. Okay, anyhow you have to increase your active study time. There are two types of study time: active study time and passive study time. Passive study time means your books are open, you are just marking the lines, but nothing is entering in your brain. So what I believe, and obviously active study is more possible with MCQ solving. Again, I'm repeating, active study is more possible with MCQ solving, because when I'm solving the MCQ, I have to extract knowledge and I have to use my brain definitely. So active solving is more possible with the MCQ solving. But again, the same thing, sir, if you think that I am solving MCQs only and I'm not reading NCERT, is it a good idea? No, it is not a good idea, because if you don't know the bracket informations of your NCERT, I mean this info, like I'm telling about the information related to melatonin hormone. Okay, so you in NCERT you should know the what are the information, what are the 2-3 points those are mentioned in NCERT as from melatonin. If you quite confident that this is not in my NCERT, and if you find a MCQ, then you need not to be bothered about that. Many times students send me screenshots that this is the question I have seen in this institute or that XYZ institute. Should I know it? I always tell, listen guys, there are many things you need to study, you need to keep in your brain that you are facing in this point of time. There are many things that you need to keep those things in your brain box. So why you are unnecessarily investing your time to read those part of physics, chemistry, biology which is not mentioned in NCERT? Because NTA NEET exam body, they have clearly mentioned they will ask each and every question from NCERT, and you can also check that as per the last 2 to 3 year questions. Okay, so Anindo, for you my suggestion, first you increase your study time. Anyhow, you increase your study time. Okay, yes, with keeping this fact, you will sleep 6 hours in a proper time. You increase your study time, you increase your active study time, you increase your MCQ solving, and at the same time you just turn on the pages of NCERT when you are unable to solve MCQs. Suppose you are stuck with a MCQ and you need to see your text, then you see the text or you see the video bank of us, whatever you feel useful, then see this and then again jump into the MCQ. So MCQ is like your target. To reach your MCQ target, you take the help of your NCERT theory and video bank. Shubhadeep is asking, sir, suppose in my first mock I have a particular weak area, then I cover it. Absolutely fine, you definitely will cover it. Then in the next mock I again do wrong on that particular area, then what to do? Fantastic questions, you have already answered this answer. Yeah, okay, listen, when you are clearly finding, we always tell to mention in your mentorship group that we are more worried about your negative, we are more about your how much more correct answer you are answering, but at the same time we also tell you that please let us know that what is your category of mistakes. Suppose in the exam, out of like 100 question you have made correct, but out of 80 question, suppose out of 80 questions which are either incorrect or wrong, which are either incorrect or not attempted, I suppose 60 is incorrect and 20 is not attempted. Okay, not attempted, you have to attempt more. If incorrect, then always do mention it in your personal mentorship group and definitely analyze it. You are saying, sir, I have analyzed that out of those 50 questions which are wrong right now, like say 10 is silly mistake, just a figure, 10 is a silly mistake, 10 is conceptual mistake, 10 is uncovered topic, 10 is recall error. So if you find this and if you keep a nice track of it, and if you compare it with the next exam, and if you find the similar data and similar analysis report, then the solution key is in your hand. If you are continuously finding that you are doing a silly mistake, then you have to think about which category of silly mistake you are making. Is this only you are making a hurry? Is this like this type of silly mistake that you are unable to read the except part? All of the following are true except, are you missing that except wala part? All of the which of the following is not true? Are you missing the not portion of the question? So I would request for this, what you have to do, basically, then you have to think about, if I am making silly mistake, which particular silly mistake I am making again and again, which particular silly mistake. And that is the benefit of making a proper track of your mistake. You have to keep track of your mistakes, and this is the easiest way to improve the score. This is the easiest way to improve the score. Even for the Anindo, I want to tell you, Anindo, definitely you have made a analysis. Please do send it. Please do send it. If you are making, for those who are unable to solve 100 question confidently out of 180, for them I would say, for you people guys, those who are making less than 100 question with confidently accurate answer, for those, your silly mistake should be 0. Your marking mistake should be 0. Okay, those who are unable to solve 100 question confidently, accurately out of 180 question, for those silly mistakes should be 0, tends to near to 0. Your marking mistake, calculation mistake, these 3 categories should be 0 at least, because you people will mistake most of the question on left out topic, recall error, and uncovered topic or calculation topic. This, so basically calculation mistakes and other things you have to make as minimum as possible. Calculation mistake, silly mistake, marking mistake, you people should not make. Okay, that's something I want to tell you. Okay, next people are telling thank you, welcome Anindo. সমরজিৎ সিং স্যার, নিটে 696 বারবার বেশি পাওয়ার জন্য কি করতে হবে? ওকে, 696 obviously is a nice score. If you are okay, you are targeting basically যে you want to achieve 700. Yes, this is really nice score. Listen, I want to tell you, if you are getting today 500 and if you are thinking about I would get 700, that is your long-term goal. But to achieve a long-term goal, you should have a small short-term plan and short-term goal as well. 700, why 700? You can also reach your 710. Even people have reached 720 last year. So everything is possible. They are also human being, you are also human being, you also can do that, they also can do that. But important is that the way you are working, the strategy you are following, that's why, and the most easy steps that you should follow. I am again and again repeating, those who are targeting NEET 2021, for those only, I want to specially recommend, do follow the analysis. I think you have received the Excel file that we have shared in your notice channel, as well as few personal mentorship group. This is a strategy, is called mock test strategy, we have written in the Excel sheet, and in 5 to 6 category we request you to analyze and submit the report in the group and compare it with the upcoming exam. And Shubhadeep Ghosh has done it. That's why he can ask this question, sir, I have found a particular category of my mistakes which is being repeated multiple times. What should I do? The only thing is that you have to work on that area until you can fix that. And be happy that you have diagnosed the problem. Suppose you are a doctor, you are giving multiple medicine to the patient, you are unable to cure the patient. Why? Because you are unable to detect the disease, because you are unable to diagnose the disease. But Shubhadeep Ghosh has diagnosed his disease of preparation, and now it's the time to fix that disease. So what you have to do, you have to keep continuing the medicine which is targeted to particular disease until and unless the patient recovers. So keep doing this thing, and I would request, just keep doing this. You work whatever, if you are really diagnosed your weak zone, and if you are really diagnosed your weak areas, keep doing work on those continuously. Okay, Tina is asking, sir, in exam time I feel very tensed. Yeah, that's a question, that's a nice question. I was missing this question. Yeah, so listen, exam time and tension, this is something like it's a very good friendship. Okay, so what I want to share my story as well. When I do appear in any big exam or any big before any big day, I actually unable to sleep. That happens with me, so I know the pain. Okay, so what we can do, but 2 to 3 times I followed a technique and even last few entrance exam I also followed that technique and I got benefited. The technique is, if you are very tensed, you think in this way: I will not read anything. Okay, not read anything, this is not actually I want to say. I will not keep stress. I mean, I will not keep stress of revision on the last day at anyhow. Okay, so and another thing I want to tell you, many time I found before the day of the exam or on the particular day of exam in the morning, they are receiving in front of the gate of the exam hall, and they used to talk with the other students and the parents. Uncle, I am very worried. Friend, I am very worried. Do you think it would help you? No. So what you have to do before any exam, you have to distract yourself from the tension. From the tension, you have to distract yourself. How we can distract ourselves from tension? You have to read any other things, like suppose you are in tension, okay, before the exam, and you are in front of the exam door. You just keep turning the pages. You just keep turning the pages of your physics, chemistry book, whatever, and don't listen to the words which are being spoken by your friends, nearby parents, or anything else. Just keep turning pages, focus in it, and you just think about that whatever I am reading, I will definitely represent that. I am definitely extract that knowledge and informations on the day of exam. But I am telling you the next question: during the time of exam, I am also tensed. That is another question. So tension happens in multiple phases. First, when you are entering before the gate. Second, you have entered the gate. Okay, and third, when you have received the question paper. There are tensions in 3 phases. You have to tackle all 3 tensions nicely. I have mentioned the solutions, how you should tackle the tension which you feel before entering the gate. After entering the gate, you don't have books. So if I say you turn on pages after entering the gate, no point. But I want to just tell you, after entering the gate and before sitting into and before waiting for the question paper, there will be a significant time gap. For the NEET exam, at least 30 minutes there will be time gap. You will enter in the exam hall and you have to wait and sit for the question paper. This 30 minutes, what should I do for this 30 minutes? In this 30 minutes, you have to think about that in this entire journey, I have solved many questions. I have taken suggestions from many respected mentors, and from those respected mentors who have already guided many aspirants successfully. Not only that, I have my blessings of God and my parents. I will do my best definitely, and I will give my 100%. You just think about that. You have to chase the question paper till the last question. Suppose you find the question paper very difficult. Even at that point of time, you have to chase each and every question till the last question. Okay, so I have just summarized how to tackle the tension which you feel before entering, during the question paper, receiving, and obviously after receiving the question paper. Listen, after receiving the question paper, you will most of the people, they won't be tensed if you are able to score with time. Again, I'm repeating. Suppose your exam is right now started. After 30 minutes, if you find you have solved 30 questions, you will be very happy. Yes, you will be very happy that after 30 minutes, you are able to solve 30 questions. But if you find even after 30 minutes, you are able to solve only 10 questions, it would be your tension. So here the strategy matters. And always I do say, you attempt those subjects first where you are very confident that I can solve the questions. And I think for all of the medicos, biology is such a subject. And the nature of the subject of biology, is that if you have really read biology nicely, and if you really read the questions while you are answering the biology questions, if both are up to the mark, I mean, you have gained the knowledge of biology, you have read NCERT for 7 to 8 times, and again you are marking the answers. If you have done this process, biology will not cheat you. Biology will not cheat you, because you can easily recall the answer. You are reading the question nicely, you are reading the question requirement nicely, and then you are only answering. So definitely at that point of time you can easily answer those questions, and you will be very happy. You will get more marks with time, and you will find after the 1 hour you have solved all the biology questions. All the biology questions solved means you have solved 90% of the paper nicely. So now after like when 1.5 hours is elapsed from the time from the starting of the exam, you are very, very confident. Yes sir, I am confident because I have got like 50% of the question I have solved. I have more 50% of the time, I have more 50% of the questions, and now I have to tackle this one only. Okay, so I just want to tell you, these are very, very important, that when you have already solved many questions, when you have already solved 50% of the questions in the 50% of the time, and you have remaining 50% of the time to solve 50% of the questions, it will cut down your stress maximally. It will definitely cut down your stress maximally, and definitely keep doing this process. Okay, Tina, it will help you. Definitely it will help you. I have mentioned how to tackle the tension before entering the gate of exam, after entering the gate, before receiving the paper, and as well as on the time of exam, while you are turning on the pages of your question booklet. All right, next question from Arnav. Sir, how to approach organic chemistry in 2 months despite practicing questions? It's wrong. And it's is it possible to build a concept from the beginning in 2 months and possible? Correct. Okay, so the question is directly focused on the organic chemistry in 2 months. That's the question. Listen, first of all, Arnav, I want to tell you, you already definitely know the discrete informations or the overall ideas of organic chemistry. Okay, what you feel that you sometimes make basic mistakes from organic chemistry. So I would suggest you in this point of time, while you already read NCERT, while you already read while you are already solved many chemistry MCQs, then you can definitely do. You have already the question, you have already the video bank. Follow those video bank nicely. You have NCERT, read those NCERT nicely, and definitely the marker of your preparations is MCQ. Keep doing MCQ from one and only suggested chemistry book from our side. You already know that. Solve MCQs from that. Okay, this will definitely help. Yeah, Shiny, good evening. Shiny is one of our ex-students and I am a very proud teacher. Sir, when will start the MBBS course? We are eagerly waiting. Okay, yeah, definitely will start soon. And okay, sir, thank you, Tina. Okay, all right. So I think we have answered most of the questions. And if you do you have any more questions? Do you have more questions? Because in this session, on this first session of We Are With You, we are mainly targeting on answering your questions. But in subsequent sessions of We Are With You sessions, what I can also do, like I can call you guys like at 10 p.m. and we will study together from 10 p.m. to the 12 p.m. I will also suggest you. I will also give you tips during your study as well. But definitely you put your all the other phone devices and other things aside. I mean, you will just focus on it. Okay, I will not talk at that point of time when you are reading. You just think about it. When you feel distracted, just come to the channel, just see that how the others guys are reading. So at that point, I suppose you find that 50 people have joined these sessions and they are studying together. so you are not studying. So you should tell yourself that no, this is the time I have to also read. Okay. And so next plan of We Are With You session we will disclose one after another, and that will help you definitely a lot. So by this time, if you have any question, you can ask me. Do you have any questions right now? Any more question? Feel free to ask. Okay. Have I missed any question? If I have missed any question, please let me know again. Yeah, Junu, hi. Someone is saying, okay. So have I missed any question? If you think that if I have missed any question, let me know. I will also answer. How many hours? Yeah, most of the question I guess I have answered. Is there any question that I haven't answered, guys? Please let me know. Is there any question, Ankita? Any question? Is there any question that I have missed? All right. So now I just want to, you just think about that and let me know. And at the end, I just want to tell you 3-4 most important tricks and tips that people usually make mistake. And I also repeatedly I keep telling this thing. Number one is you have to be fully focused, but not over stressed. You should not overthink. Number two, you should not alter your daily schedule. You should be perfect with your study style, your fooding style, your sleeping style. Okay, sleeping habit, fooding habit, whatever you say. Thirdly, you have to be very accurate in keeping the balance of practicing MCQ and solving NCRT. I mean practicing MCQs and reading NCRT. At the same time, you have to keep your balance in maintaining 3 subjects. Sometimes student answer, in spite of my repeated attempt, I am unable to, I'm unable to target 3 chapters a day. Listen, what I am saying, I am not saying you that you need to read 2 hours biology, 2 hours physics and 2 hours chemistry. What I am saying, you can make it disproportionate. You can, if you think that your physics is weakest, put 6 hours in physics or 5 hours in physics, 3 hours in chemistry, but 1 hour touch of biology will change the game. I don't know whether you can feel the effect that I am trying to make you feel, but it would, even 30 minutes of reading biology in that particular day, where you planned that I will skip biology for today, it will help a lot. It would help a lot because this brain is nothing but how it's like a robot. Okay, if you train it, it will give you result. If you are not training your brain, then it can't give result. You have to train your brain. Okay, and next someone is asking, okay, so here these are the basic tips and tricks, and that was the first sessions of our We Are With You sessions. We answered the questions, but in the subsequent sessions of We Are With You, we'll yeah, thank you, welcome Pritish. In the upcoming sessions, welcome Jonas. Okay, welcome Ankita, welcome Inshan. Okay, so in the subsequent sessions we'll talk about many issues, and again I am telling you, in this session we'll talk about mainly the informal things. I mean, suppose there are some people, they are asking me, sir, I am right now affected in COVID, what should I do? So that's another question. I'm not answering this question today, but if you feel you answer question of everything, you just keep a note, and in the next We Are With You sessions you ask me, I will answer those questions. Okay, and I think this 1 hour we have spent, that 4 p.m. to the 5 p.m. in these sessions, we have learned any subject, but we have learned something which will give you the continuous motivation that we have to do it. We have to do it at any cost. because we are a dreamer and we have to achieve it. We are not a mere dreamer. We have to achieve it at any cost. At any cost we have to achieve it. Okay, your ambition, your obsession in rank should be so strong. Okay, but you should not be anxious, you should be confident. So this again, my word is balance is important. And I would request, you just, what do we feel when we feel that I am in a I am following my challenges, or I am basically I am taking the challenges. What we feel, is there anyone to support me? That's the only thing we feel. Suppose we are following a challenge, we are taking a challenge from anyone, then we just want a person who support us. That's actually a strength. And we, the entire team, are always with you. You just think in this way. Whenever you feel that you are feeling low, you are feeling you are not properly confident, keep commenting and keep if you are already in the mentorship group, you ask to suggest something, and in the next We Are With You session, be it me or any other mentor, they would come live and will say you. Okay, but mostly in the We Are With You sessions, if you guys permit me, I will come live and I will give you the tips as per my experience, but definitely other teachers would also come. Okay, so I think most of the questions I have answered. Next, so this most of the things are we have covered. And okay, so I think here we can finish the sessions, and all the best. Take care, be safe, and keep reading. Definitely we will achieve the goal. We'll definitely achieve the goal. Okay, bye bye, take care.